Yeah, we're here, hump day. Hump days are for a bacon and egg bagel with a hash brown and a flat white from Mackey's. Good morning from the 808 Breakfast Banter.
You like your hash browns?
Oh, I think they're like my favorite way to have a potato. Hash browns, any type of hash brown. I even like when you go to cafes and they have like the homemade hash brown on like the eggs Benedict.
Yeah.
Like a kumara hash brown too.
Ooh, I've actually never had a kumara hash brown.
Yeah, only like a homemade one though. So,
that would be like a hack though.
Yeah, I reckon if you can find a good, like the deep fried hash brown, can't go wrong with that. But yeah, anyways, happy hump day team. Grab your coffee, grab your breakfast. We're here for another morning. Start your day. Some good vibes. How are we feeling, bro? Let me just put these back.
Yeah, you do that. How are we feeling? I am feeling good. We had a really good day today. It was a hyper busy day. I didn't realize how busy it was until I started doing the evening class, and I was like, damn, it's 6:15. Where did the day go? And it was real busy. We had a really cool chat with Luke Fiso, which will be going on the RX debrief tonight at
7:30 tonight.
Bang. It's getting loaded onto YouTube, so the premiere and that should be up pretty soon. Once it's done all its processing, but 7:30 tonight. Interesting talk with him. If you don't know who he is, make sure you check it out. And I thought he was a GB.
He was an
very
absolute.
Good dude.
I could have spoke to him
for hours.
Yeah, he was real cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, one of New Zealand's best.
Yeah, but really pragmatic as well. Like he wasn't super this side or that side. He was like, no, well, I actually kind of see both sides of the fence, and
it was a better understanding, because I guess we've all only heard the same views and we only conversate the same views. So it was awesome to have someone else's point of view sharing it with us. And
and the other inside was that, like, I didn't actually realize how much CrossFit does not interact with their affiliates.
Yeah.
That was a real eye-opener for me. I didn't expect it to be as pretty blanche as what it was, how he described it. So really cool talk. Morning, Nick. And I'm looking forward to you guys hearing that. What else did we get up to? We trained.
Yeah, trained yesterday.
We did the card game.
The card game was kind of fun, but not.
I did it at lunchtime, and I died a slow, horrible death.
It was. I think it was death by dumbbell with the card game yesterday.
Yeah. But I thought it was a good mix. Like, I thought, it wasn't overly squatty. It was fast. You can move through the movements quite quick. It just got, real lactic-y pretty fast. So I think
the hardest part for me was I'm not really good at numbers and stuff. So when you were calling just 11 dumbbell hang cleans, everyone around me was counting the cards. So they knew if there was 11 of those, 12 of those, or 6 of those, they knew okay, there's only one more of these to come.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
See, I can't do that.
There was faith in that. They were counting this hasn't been yet. Oh my God, we left all the shoulders and overheads last. Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean? We just have to do what he says. But anyways.
Yeah, and then so we had that, and then we had some PBs rain down yesterday.
Yeah, shout out to Kenny getting her 90 kgs.
The blowfish.
Yeah, that was pretty epic.
And Faith.
Faith getting her 70.
And one more.
Who?
Channel.
Yes, sis.
She got a 67.
Yeah, she's got 2 PBs yesterday.
Yeah, 67 kilo clean, and then we had some 1 RM thrusters go down this morning and got pretty heavy as well. So it's been a really good day of training. I did that lift class last night, and damn, that was.
You programmed it. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, I didn't think it would be that hard.
What do you mean?
But yeah, I got about 5 rounds in. I was like, yeah, this is pretty tough. But it was really cool. I got to train with Amber, which I don't get an opportunity to do very often because she's so damn good.
Yeah.
So I was quite close to her, and then we did the assault bike wall sit section.
Your legs cooked?
It wasn't too bad actually. We were on Big Bertha, so we can't go fast.
Yeah,
we literally were pretty slow.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad, and but we had a good time, and I got to hang out with Amber, which is
epic.
Which is really nice, and we got a whole lot of new people coming through the gym at the moment. So it's been really cool. Yeah,
it's cool to see some new faces.
Yeah, man, and some of them are like you can kind of see their eyes light up because they're seeing some challenges coming their way that they want to try to tackle, and it's just the vibe and the culture in here. So that's been pretty cool.
Yeah, that's me. I just shared on the Banter Insta before that we would be sharing some memories today. So I've just been, the last hour or so, I've been doing a deep dive of my archives and my memories. And I'm excited. I'm excited to share some good memories with everyone. just when I look back at the times, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I can't believe we do this on the daily. Like I'm so grateful we get to do this on the daily. Like we wake up at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. to look at each other in the eyes and watch each other get in pain. So when I see those photos, it just brings back a flood of memory. So keep an eye out on the Breakfast Banter Insta today, because I'll be sharing some photos and videos, even of this human.
Yeah, this one here.
I was even buzzing out. There's even photos of like me and Nala as can't even walk, and now she's singing and dancing, and it's a good feels.
Yeah. And I'm starting a new fashion statement.
He is starting it. I rate the stance socks.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had normal black socks, I would be like, nah, granddad.
And it's Thanos as well, so it's like the evil overlord. So it's I'm pretty happy. And we're just sort of talking about memories, and I was thinking about like the move.
Yeah.
We moved last year, and that was a really big process. It was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, and
was it bigger than what you had to go through COVID? Like if you had to compare, because they were both like drastic changes.
No, I think COVID was easier, to be honest, because it was we were able to switch pretty quick, but this was quite a long one, because it was when we did the COVID whole thing, it was just me, and I just changed everything. So it was just all on me. But when I was doing the move, I was banking on the builders, I was banking on plumbers and sparkies and equipment suppliers and all the rest of it. And you're basically project managing it. I would imagine it's what it feels like to build a big ass house, just probably on a smaller scale. And I, there was some really interesting highlights. I remember the sketchy scaffold that we had here.
Yeah,
and this one at Fee.
Yeah, at the top.
Just thought it would be the funniest thing, just to skate around on the sketchy ass
scaffold. We were getting the spider web.
Yeah, you were, but man, I was like literally going, Osh would have a field day with me right now. Yeah. And so like that's a real funny highlight for me. The builder blowing up the lights here because he cut through a wire, and then we had to go get Sam to come in and save the place, because otherwise we had live wires inside the walls touching things. There was that. There was us laying down the AstroTurf, and we were getting contact high off the glue, and I was wasted. So if you have a look down by the toilet where the edging is on the AstroTurf, you see it's all crooked. That's because I couldn't see straight. I probably shouldn't have even driven home. I was really high.
That glue was so strong. Not that I know what wheat glue smells like, but you know what I mean. Like we were trying to lay the AstroTurf, and we're like, woo!
It was real messed up. So that was real funny. Hello, Sam.
Good morning, Sam.
And then, and what else was there? There was just heaps of there's me and sis laying down all the mats.
Yeah, there was
2 days of just tiling, and I was like, I'm over this. And it's all right in the middle because it's quite easy, but the edges you got to cut individually because the walls aren't square.
Your craft knife was like your best mate, hey?
Yeah, and it blunt as fuck now. So because of the edging, everything had to be cut. So we must have cut like 50 or 60 mats to perfect sizing.
Yeah.
What else was there? But the other really cool thing was that when we did the painting and that, we had a ton of people come in and help and support and bring donuts and pizzas and all sorts of stuff, and keep the vibe going. And that was that weekend. It was in March, the last weekend of March, and and that's when Sammy was like the dictator around the showers, because if you weren't painting correct, she was going to yell at you. And that's the last thing anyone needs.
Let's be fair though, every time you've gone to the toilet, you haven't gone, oh, that's patchy, or because the paint job in there is pretty good. Or have you?
Or there is one spot that annoys me.
I wonder if everyone looks at that same spot too.
Yeah, it's in the shower. It's right at the corner, down the bottom, and it hasn't got any paint on it because where the tape was, and there's like, it's probably like, maybe 3 centimeters by 2. It's like really small, but it just, I'm like, what?
Every time I
go in, I say, why didn't Sammy paint that? Every time. She's sitting there going, "Why?" She doesn't know either. So she's now going to go and have a look.
Oh, that is funny.
That one. Yeah, see, Carly even says it. Carly even just said it as well. Why didn't you paint it? Yeah. So look, she's going to go in now and have a look.
But it was epic though. Everyone came together for that Was it like a couple of weeks, eh?
Yeah, so we started the demo and we got the keys on the 15th of Feb, and I came in and I had no idea what to do. So I basically looked around, like, because we didn't have any building stuff set for March. We had no funds for it. I just spent $17,500 on 3 months worth of rent, and I was like, uh-oh, this is actually real. And then basically I winged and prayed it, the whole thing, and the whole community kind of got behind it. And then we did the big move from Tomfit over here, and basically we went in with like 3 trailers and en masse took everything back to here and then put it all in. And then once that was all in, I was like, man, it's starting to feel like a gym. And then in that first week, the rig wasn't even up. We had to get the rig in.
Right.
And so the guys were still putting the rig in as we're taking classes. And the challenge with the rig behind here is those concrete walls aren't filled with concrete. So every time they would drill a hole, only some areas had concrete and some areas didn't. So every time they drilled, they had nothing to purchase a bolt onto. They were just going to crumble. So they had to find this epoxy, which they would shoot into the hole, let it solidify, and then punch the bolt in. So every time we're on that rig and it shakes, I freak out thinking we're going to pull the wall down. But hey, it hasn't happened yet, so we're all good.
I remember coming in to go, why isn't the rig up? And then it was like, there's no cement in the wall. How the hell is there no cement in there?
Yeah. So
and look at it now, though.
Yeah, that's it. And we're going to be changing the rig as well in summer. It's going to be moving.
Exciting times ahead. I think that's the part I love, is that we're just so adaptive to change, and everyone sticks together and comes together. Like that's a real fond memory of coming into this place that I have, is like watching you do this project and being a part of it as well was like it's instilled now. I remember what it looked like when that kitchen was there, and you were like, I think I was having a bad day, and you're like, do you just need to throw around the hammer? And I was like, yeah. Grab the wall, poof, poof, and I was like, I feel better now. Like,
yeah, that was so bad. Not many people would have seen what the original kitchen and shower and toilet looked like. It's exactly the same as what you see now, except you didn't have a roof.
No.
So every time you went to the toilet, you could look up and you could see the ceiling, like the actual ceiling, and the walls moved because they didn't have any bracing. So basically, they just put like bits of wood up and they slapped on some jib, and that was it. And literally, if you moved the wall, it would move into the toilet.
Yeah.
And the shower leaked, and it was just rough as guts. So we got rid of it all, and then we spent probably a good 3 weeks. JB and the boys came in, and they did a phenomenal job. I mean, you couldn't even run a bulldozer through that shower and toilet because it's so well built and packed and set in stone. So, and I'm really proud that we probably have one of the cleanest toilets within the fitness industry.
Not gonna lie.
Here we go. I think the worst memory is the day Big Bertha arrived, and it has seemed to overstay her welcome.
Oh, I like Big Bertha.
She just got upset because I put her on it today.
Oh, sis. You just gotta, she's like Respucia of what's Norbit? That's Big Bertha. That's how I relate. You just don't get on her nerves.
Yeah.
You just gotta ease into it. Don't try to go hard. She's not gonna go hard.
You just got to accept the fact that you got to jump on her and give her a good ride.
Take
one for the team.
When it's not lubed up, jokes. No, anyways, stop being silly.
So
you've got to have the sense of humor, though.
Yeah. So, but that was really cool. Simon Hill did a really amazing job with all the branding in here. That was that was awesome. We had people help us with getting trade prices for the paint. And we actually got it bang on. I had a good play with a spray gun and almost sprayed the windows, which wasn't a good thing. And then we just bought all the gear and then more gear and more gear. And before I know it, I got way too much gear, and that's a good thing to have. So
absolutely.
The move was really awesome. There were some things I wish we were able to take from Tomfit, which is the signboard, where everyone every year would sign the wooden trellis that went across. We didn't save that, and from what I understand, I actually painted over it.
Oh, all good. When they send it back, everyone's names will still be ingrained.
So they painted it yellow back at the old place, and then but it was really cool. And once we got out of there, that we kind of didn't look back and rolled pretty hard. And as we grew, it was actually really hard to program for the new space.
That's right. I remember you saying,
because I was so used to coaching in a really confined space. I would always try and program that way. So when I had this huge space, I didn't know how to program for it. So that took me probably a good 6 weeks to get my head wrapped around how I can do that better. and which was a super fun experience as well. And I was really excited to get stuck into it. Now the program is just getting nuts, man.
It is. It's out the gate.
Out the gate. Today's one's pretty hard. 4 push jerks, 1 thruster every 90 seconds.
Lovely.
10 rounds.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's a nice sort of spicy one for you.
Yeah, it was spicy. And then the
concept behind it?
The concept behind it was barbell cycling.
Right.
So just getting used to recycling from the shoulder into the overhead position, catching it.
Yeah.
But then once you're doing that, then going into a squat and then driving out of the hole. So it's not like super heavy.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's it. And then the EMOM, they didn't have a time. So it was when I decided that it was to be finished.
So it wasn't like every minute on the minute.
No,
it was when Chief says.
Well, it was every minute on the minute, but they didn't know for how long. So it wasn't like an EMOM 9 or an EMOM 15. It was like an EMOM till I say. Yeah. So and basically, it could stop whenever we wanted. It could have stopped within a minute. It could have stopped within 13 minutes. It could have stopped halfway through a set, whatever. So they just didn't know. So they just had to keep going. So they started to game plan and try and think inside their heads, and it was quite fun actually. I quite enjoyed it, messing with them.
Yeah, it's a good way to.
Yeah.
I think from an athlete point of view, it's a good way to learn your skill set when you have no control of someone who has the time, or counting your reps or whatever. You just got to stick to it. Yeah. That's mean.
Yeah, it was fun.
Can't wait. That sounds like a goodie.
Yeah, it was real fun. So we had a real good session today, and then looking forward to several more during the day. We've got the endurance set happening right after this with a bunch of the guys, which is it's not too bad, this one. It's working in teams of 2, change every 20 cows, 100 cow assault bike, ski erg rower, so 100 on each, into 10 rounds, 5 rounds each. I go, you go, 1 round of Cindy, 35 double unders. So it should take, I reckon, about half an hour, maybe a little bit more. So, yeah, so that'll be a fun one. And then see, Simon enjoyed the EMOM. You're probably the only one, mate.
Yeah,
you're probably about the only one.
That sounds like a spicy enduro set for everyone.
Yeah. And so yesterday, though, we talked to Luke Fiso, so I thought we might just touch on that a little bit more in terms of making sure you guys actually watch the thing tonight, because it's with everything that we've been chatting about over the last, 12 days. Luke Fiso, I think, really sums it up very well, what a lot of people are thinking, but probably don't have the ability to articulate well, right? And he does, I thought, a phenomenal job in doing that. And yeah, he was just such a good dude, funny as, and he's looking to come out to do some comps, so we're going to try and bring him in here, right?
Yeah, that'd be gangster if we can link up with him.
I want to arm wrestle him.
Yeah.
With his calves.
Yeah.
His calves are massive.
They're huge. I was showing Ben last night. I was like, this is like, the man eats taro. Yeah. Like, not just saying that's given him his calf muscles, but like, when he was talking about the CrossFit Games, or was it the Games or Regionals, and they had to do the runner.
Regionals. And
everyone wrote him off because they were thinking, they looked at him and thought, oh, he's not a good runner. And he ended up winning the event, I think, or smoking everyone. So it'd be good to link up with him. And I think if we can get to nationals, individual nationals, that'll be epic to catch up with him as well. He's an elite athlete, and I think he's taken a really good stance on this whole thing with the CrossFit world. Someone of his caliber is stepping up. Yeah. And I think if we all come together as a collective for the community, we all have a community that back us. So if we all come together in that and let him leading by example like that, it could really make a stance. And then it would only then we can progressively go to Australia. Yeah. And then,
Well, I think, he really said it well, was that it wasn't an emotional response for him. It was more like, okay,
come on, do better.
Yeah. This is for you guys to do better, and we're not happy with what's happening. And if we didn't do it, then it'll just become the status quo, because we'll just be talking about it but not doing anything about it. So,
and in 10 years to come, it'll be the same thing.
So he just wants to try and help create change in whatever capacity that he could. So super interesting. So that'll be dropping tonight, 7:30 p.m.
Correct? Yeah, 7:30.
And we'll plug that through the Banter thing as well. We'll probably share the link right through.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. And then we'll put it on the 808 one as well as a few others. So that'll be going up. And then I guess probably really we'll just finish off quickly with any updates for the birthday stuff.
Yeah, you're dropping the workout tomorrow.
I am dropping the workout tomorrow. And I, in my usual way.
Chaos.
Yeah, chaos. I've changed it again.
Again?
Yeah, I've changed. Not the concept. So what V has already figured out is true. They'll still stay. But I've just changed the movements because I thought, I kept thinking that maybe it was too easy and that everyone will achieve it. And I don't want that to happen. So we're going to see how that goes.
This guy, like before I was like, yeah, when you mentioned if you don't finish your cows yesterday, I was like, oh shit, okay, this is a real thing. And now you've gone and changed it again.
Yeah, the concept is still the same. That concept will still be,
movements.
But the movements that were going to be synchro have changed. I've changed. Well, see, Sammy thinks I'm copying her Christmas workout. I don't want it to be that easy. Because I finished the Christmas workout on Big Bertha.
Oh,
just saying.
This is going to get fun, team.
Yeah.
75 minutes, right?
Oh no, I've actually shortened it.
Oh, okay.
So I've shortened the workout. I've shortened the workout to 60, and I've made the movements harder.
Oh, bloody hell!
So there you go. But there's no barbells. Okay. So there you go. No barbells, and there's no squatting. I don't know.
So you got kettlebells? No kettlebells.
No, I've
dumbbells.
changed it. I've changed it to dumbbells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bloody hell!
Sammy thinks I'm copying the. She got the Christmas idea off me. She basically copied the format that I've done in the past. That's basically what she's done. Right?
The Christmas workout was good.
No.
That was hard.
Yeah, but see the difference is so what she doesn't understand is that you must finish all the movements, otherwise what you have left will come off the top of your calories.
What? So
for example, if you accumulate 1,000 calories in 60 minutes.
Yeah.
But you still have 250 reps to do on your movements.
Yeah.
That 1,000 calories now becomes 750.
Oh, yeah.
Because I take 250 off you because of the reps that you have outstanding.
No jokes.
So yeah, so there you go. And the movements will be hard and tough. And my anticipation is no one will finish it. There you go. Okay,
we're gonna finish it, team. We'll get close. We'll battle to the end. That's what we do.
Yeah, and I'm gonna because actually, here's one of the things. Sam usually ducks these workouts. She didn't do last year's birthday workout because she was sick. She didn't do the Christmas workout because she was coaching. Right, so this is actually the first one she's properly done, I think, since 2015.
Good.
Yeah, so there you go.
Are you excited then?
Well, she's probably going to come and go, oh, Chief, my neck's really sore. I don't know if I can do it. That's what's probably going to happen with Sammy.
Well, isn't she in your team?
No, she's not. That's why I think she's scared because I'm in a different team. She's scared that I'm going to beat her again.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, so
this never-ending, lovely competition between siblings, you know?
And if you
I'm just at the dinner table, can you pass me the salt, please?
and if you think that I'm bad, you should see her in Canyon. They're way worse.
I know, that was actually really funny yesterday.
Yeah, they are way. So poor Canyon, no, it was Monday. So poor Canyon wanted to work. And then, so he was sitting down.
No, but he shouldn't have said that he wanted to train.
Yeah, he shouldn't have. Shouldn't have, but what was funny is that Sammy goes, I want to do something really hard and blow out my lungs. So we came up with this workout that's actually planned for next week, and we've called it, I can't remember what we called it. No, we called it trash can or something. And basically it's you work for a minute, you rest for a minute until you accumulate 85 cows on the bike erg, and it's 3 dead ball squat cleans onto your shoulder, max effort bike. In the minute you get a minute rest. And poor Canyon had to get up because he had Samantha yelling at his face about this far away, telling him to get up. And he couldn't work until she got her way. So basically, he had to trudge himself up, do it, and then he beat her.
I was there. I was about to leave, and he was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I don't want to send me.
Yeah. Like a sibling. And he's like, doesn't want to get in his high chair. And Timmy's like, get in your high chair.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly. That's why.
Pretty much. But here we go. Quote of the day.
Anyway, yes, let's end quote of the day. Page 83 for us is, it's what you learn after you know it all that counts.
Yeah, good. Nice.
Got it?
Yeah.
That's hump day for you. Hope you all have a good day. Don't forget to keep an eye out on the Breakfast Banter Insta. There's going to be some memories flooding out. And I'd like to see some of your memories too. So tag us in your memories that you're sharing.
Take it. That's yours.
3 days till the birthday party. Let's get excited. Can't wait to see you all. Have a good day. That's me.
Adios.
I can pay you for it.
That sounds really bad.